Rivian is walking Tesla's path of electrification, but with a different goal in mind. While Tesla is focused on manufacturing high-end vehicles for a wider audience, Rivian is concentrated more on powering trucks and SUVs for, well, a much wider audience, but in a much different way. In today's video, we'll discuss the new Rivian delivery trucks and how they change everything within the automobile industry. When Rivian came onto the scene, it did so with a bang, and quite a big one at that. Before it even made its first ever sale, the automaker had big investors knocking on its door in the form of Ford and Amazon. This gave Rivian a significant boost that most other successful startups didn't have in their early days. In fact, the company now has an order from Amazon to put out 100,000 of these vehicles by 2030. For a company looking to succeed in a complex industry like the automobile industry, Rivian could not have had a better start to life. But how did it all start? How did Rivian go from an unknown company to becoming the world's foremost manufacturer of electric trucks? Contrary to what most people think, Rivian has been around for quite a while, specifically since 2009. The goal was to simply improve the existing energy and transportation systems in a bid to drive our world towards a carbon-neutral future. By the end of 2021, the company's first ever offering, the R1T electric truck, was ready to hit the market. But, as expected, it was always going to be difficult to sidestep the logistical problems. According to official sources, a single R1T Rivian truck consists of over 2,000 components provided by 400 or more suppliers. This, coupled with the existing semiconductor shortage, ensured that the company had to produce at an incredibly slow rate. One would have thought that the partnership with Ford would help with some of these production concerns. This happened to be part of the plan even from the get-go. Both companies had agreed that some of their newly developed vehicles would share the same platform as part of the extensive collaboration between them. In fact, Ford's production chief was inaugurated on Rivian's board. Unfortunately, these plans didn't end up actually materializing, and Rivian was sent all the way back to square one in terms of design. The financial backing from Amazon was important at this point because it allowed Rivian to hire the best heads and go from conceptualization to development very quickly. And thankfully, most customers were willing to wait in line for it as long as it took. Despite having a starting piece of around $73,000, Rivian's vehicles don't seem to have a shortage of customers. In its second quarter earnings, Rivian confirmed it has around 98,000 net pre-orders for its R1 automobiles. Amazon joined the fun only just last year and began using Rivian-powered vehicles covering 90,000 miles and delivering 430,000 packages, even as the automaker continued to tweak things along the way. Commenting on the alliance between Amazon and Rivian, the CEO of the e-commerce giant, Andy Jassy, said, "Rivian is one of the first companies Amazon invested in through the Climate Pledge Fund, and we're just getting started on our journey to have 100,000 of Rivian's vehicles on the road by 2030. These new vehicles are also great for drivers. They were designed with driver input and feedback along the way, and they're among the safest and most comfortable delivery vehicles on the road today," Jassy added. Rivian CEO RJ Scarnage was also over the moon about the landmark event. To say this is an exciting moment is an understatement. We're thrilled to see this partnership has kickstarted decarbonization projects across the logistics delivery industry. Currently, Rivian-powered delivery vans are being deployed across several states in the United States, and Rivian estimates that its trucks could be delivering thousands of packages to more than 1 million customers across 100 cities, including Baltimore, Chicago, Dallas, Kansas City, Nashville, Phoenix, San Diego, and quite the handful more. The Rivian electric delivery van is offered in 3 sizes: EDV 500, 700, and 900, which essentially line up with the amount of cargo each model can haul in cubic feet. To get an idea of vehicle size, the 500 reports to be about 20 feet long, while the 900 sits closer to 30 feet long. In terms of design, there really isn't much difference between the models except that the bigger variant evidently has bigger body panels. At first sight, the van has a great look, It features a modular design with Amazon's bright blue logo inscribed on the mirror-finished black fascia. Admittedly, this logo is embedded on other parts of the vehicle as well, from the side of the van to the trim in the cabin, as well as the rear door area. The rear area as a whole is laced with long, high-visibility taillights that stretch over the entirety of the vehicle, which further amplifies the futuristic look of the van. On the inside, the EDV is equipped with a large infotainment touchscreen and a digital gauge display, just like it is in the Rivian R1T and R1S models. But rather than the normal Rivian navigation software system, Amazon's Route software is installed. The interface is everything for the driver. The screen can also be used to access all the tech features of the van. This new age van offers drivers a close-up view of everything that's happening in front of the truck. A 360-degree high-resolution camera system is provided to complement this privileged view and improve visibility when navigating the streets. Other features on the EDV include comfy heated and ventilated seats, a heated steering wheel, and a tech-fitted bulkhead door that automatically locks once the driver shuts the door of the van. The cargo area is extremely spacious down through the middle, and the shelves are quite sturdy but not excessively big as some drivers were expecting. According to reports, the EDV truck is offered as a front-wheel drive and powered by a 135 kilowatt-hour battery pack. All things being equal, the all-wheel drive model will be produced sometime in the future. However, with the current setup, the EDV should be able to run for 150 miles after a full charge. That should be sufficient considering that Amazon is installing level 2 charging stations in all its depots so the EDV vans can be juiced up overnight. Experts expect this van's price actually to be cheaper than that of the Ford E-Transit, which has a starting price of just over $52,000, which might make it a real game changer in the coming years. What do you think about these new trucks? Do you like it or hate it? Whatever it might be, let us know in the comments below. Please make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.